Building a world car can present some real challenges. The biggest, probably getting the name right. That cool, catchy phrase that really is going to sum up their creation, the essence of that vehicle. But the problem is, you can get seriously lost in translation, which is why for some manufacturers, they opt for just going with numbers. It is way safer. Hyundai just can't figure out what works best for them. First we had the Tucson iX35 shambles, and then they brought us the Creta. It never sounded like a good name to start, but controversial in that in some countries it actually refers to female genitalia. Well, the Koreans' fixation with the JJ continues, because now they brought us the Kona. Kona may mean lady in Hawaiian, but in Portuguese slang, it's a little more anatomically specific, so it will be badged in their market as the Kauai, an island off of Hawaii. But it's not just the name that's controversial. The styling of the Kona is definitely going to divide opinion. The front end with its twin headlight design is bold. The slash of the LED daytime running lights and cosmetic only matching grille detail I like, and the functional grille design is very sporty. But it's the position of the second set of lights I'm struggling with. These are the main projection headlamps, but because they are presented like you would a traditional fog light cluster with cladding for emphasis, they appear to be sitting too high up on the Kona's face. The actual fogs you'll find centrally positioned as part of the third level of the grille design. In profile, it's that cladding that dominates, Hyundai pushing hard the crossover nature of their urban warrior. The trim detailing cutting through the C-pillar have grooves to channel airflow, but it also emphasizes the integrated spoiler. The Kona is 105mm shorter than the more practical Creta, but its slightly longer wheelbase means shorter overhangs and a sportier overall stance. Don't expect to get too much into the boot, however. With just 361 litres, it's 40 litres smaller than the Creta. It has additional storage under the boot floor. Not sure what you'd put there though. Visually, for me, there are a lot of similarities between the Kona and the CX-3, but you don't walk away from the Mazda feeling they've tried too hard on the design front. There are no divided opinions when you get behind the wheel though. All the good news is that Hyundai seem to have solved their fuel issues which prevented them bringing their turbo engines to South Africa a while back. Now we're getting them, and for the first time ever they've brought their 1-litre turbo to the market, and that's what we're driving in the Kona. What a fun, fantastic little engine. That 1-litre 3-cylinder is really punchy. 172 Newton meters and 88 kilowatts. Really fantastic. A little bit of turbo lag, but I mean that's to be expected, especially on the shift. And talking about the shift, it only comes in a 6-speed manual. It's such a pity, because I think if they could bring this out in an auto, that would be really good. But for me, I've been very impressed that they've been pushing the safety features in the Kona. It comes with blind spot assist, it's got lane departure, the rear camera can also give you side assistance, can pick up if cars are coming. It comes with 6 airbags, which is fantastic, and electronic stability control. All of this is standard in the Kona, so good job there from a safety perspective for Hyundai. But you know, the thing that I have been impressed with and enjoyed the most about driving this car is the drive. A few years ago we went to Korea, and I was blown away by how hard they were working at getting that premium feel to their drive. I mean, they've got like 80 different road surfaces to test the chassis and the suspension, and I tell you, it has paid off, because the ride is really refined. The build quality feels fantastic, and where in the old days maybe the steering used to be a little bit vague, this is so on point. This is a really good car, and even though it's not sporty, a car you're going to be throwing around, can I tell you, with the chassis, it's very, very happy to go into the bends, and the steering feels really precise. That premium character follows through into the interior, which features contrasting surfaces and materials. There are 2 distinctive color themes, lime for the acid yellow exterior color and the red as seen on our test unit. And this color is pulled through onto the stitching of the seats, which are upholstered in synthetic leather and cloth. It's also around the gear shifter and onto the multifunctional steering wheel that is height and reach adjustable. But my favorite is the color accents around the air vents against the piano black detailing. That is just knockout. Taking centre stage on the dash is the 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, allowing you to mirror your smart device. It's easy to use either through the homepage layout on the touchscreen or the fast buttons on the side. And the Kona Creta discussion continues as Hyundai essentially now has two vehicles competing in the highly congested compact crossover segment. But I don't see a problem with that. I mean, Renault does it with their Duster and Capture, and the two do appeal to totally different markets. Obviously, the Creta appealing to the more practical, traditional buyer out there, and the Kona is offering you new technology, uprated safety, and of course, way more daring design and look. But even though Hyundai comes with a really aggressive warranty, their service plans are competitive, and what we do like is that their cars are always very, very well spec'd as standard. Starting at 380,000 Rand for the 1-litre turbo petrol that we've been driving, up to 400,000 for the 2-litre naturally aspirated. I just think there's so many cars to choose from in the segment that a lot of South Africans could be looking at that price point and going, "Hi Kona."